All right. We're back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce, as usual. How you doing today? Today is Wednesday, September 16th, right? That's where we're at. Everyone loves Wednesdays, right? I mean, it's a chance to check some music out that maybe you've never heard before, or a band you think you know, and maybe some songs you didn't know from them, some deeper cuts. Maybe a few Where Are They Now, or Where Have They Gone, or that kind of stuff. So you know the gist. We explain it every Wednesday, don't we? A little bit of music on this day. We'll do that right now. We don't do that every single day, but I do it when I can. On this date in 1963, the Beatles put out She Loves You. I mean, you know, they had a few good songs, right? On this date in 1977, tragedy struck the band T-Rex. Their singer, Mark Bolan, killed in a car crash. 1979, the song Rapper's Delight is released. Not the first rap record by far. If you get a chance, watch the history of rap. I think that's what it's called on Netflix. It's pretty amazing. I've watched the first 3 episodes and I'm just blown away that there are the history of rap and the music that had been around for so long before we thought we heard it for the first time in 79, and that was certainly not true. And it goes pretty far back as far as that's concerned. 1985, Hounds of Love from Kate Bush. We covered her this summer. Love Kate Bush. That's when that album came out, Little Running Up That Hill, Hounds of Love. Birthdays, B.B. King was born in 1925. And Richard Marx is 57 today. Sarah Pierce, she's sad I'm not doing a Song of the Day on Richard Marx. We've covered him too. She's got that t-shirt that says right here waiting. We've seen him twice so far. He's really good in concert if you ever get a chance to see him nowadays. He's married to Daisy Fuentes from MTV, and he's very much an entertainer. He's excellent in concert. I suggest you see him if you get a chance when the apocalypse is over. So what are we covering today? Today we're actually doing oh yeah, I kind of remember them, or oh, what happened to them, or I sort of remember that, or I definitely know that one song. Okay, but this is a band that I always liked. And the name of the band is Concrete Blonde. Can anyone name the Concrete Blonde song that they really like? I'm sure some of you can. Maybe, can you name more than one Concrete Blonde song? That would be the question. Do you know more than one? I want to know that. They're a band out of Hollywood, out of LA. Technically from 82 to 95 was their longest and most successful stint. The singer, Jonette Napolitano, and James Mankey formed this band. Technically, Dream 6 was their first band. Then they put out a single and an EP, and they eventually get signed to IRS Records. And their label mate, Stipe from REM, right, says, Michael Stipe, says, hey, you guys should call yourselves Concrete Blonde, because you should. And so they did. They put out their self-titled album in 86. That actually had a couple good songs on it. Still in Hollywood, if you don't know that one. And God is a Bullet was a college radio hit. So that's a good one. We're going to post a bunch under here. You just click it, give it a listen, see what you think. But their huge record that came out, if you know anything about them, was 1990. That's when Bloodletting comes out, and that was their most commercially successful record. That's when I was introduced to them. That's when I became a big fan. And if you remember, that has their song Joey on it, which went to number 19 in 1990. 30 years ago in May, this record was released, Bloodletting. That's where you're going to get a lot of the tracks that you know and love from them. But that record is not just Joey. It's got some songs on there you should listen to. Again, we're going to post them. We've got one of my favorites. It's got the actual title track, Bloodletting, the Vampire Song. It's a long song. You'll find the edit out there. I play the long version underneath. I really like that song. That's one of my favorites. Tomorrow, Wendy, Caroline. These are all great songs from there, right? 1990 as well. Who saw the movie Pump Up the Volume? Christian Slater plays a renegade DJ on a pirate radio station. I mean, I just love this movie. I watched it so many times because that's character. I was just like, oh man, that's something I'd really like to do. A pirate radio station where no one knows who you are and just play whatever you want, play the music no one's ever heard of before. So he would play. He'd play these songs that no one would ever know, like the Descendants and all this stuff. So anyway, if you forgot about that movie, check it out. That's a fun one. But he does play this song on there, and he drops the needle on the record several times, and it's actually Leonard Cohen wrote this song, and he sings it in the movie, and it's called Everybody Knows. And so that's the version you hear in the movie when he's actually talking and playing. When you get to the credits, it's Concrete Blonde's version on the credits. So lo and behold, you buy the soundtrack and you have Concrete Blonde's version, which is great, but I really wanted Leonard Cohen's version as well, and that was a little harder to get at that time. So that's this little backstory there. They put out another album in '92, Walking in London. I mean, that song Walking in London was kind of like, hey, it's kind of like Walking in Memphis, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, it was all right. But that was fine. Ghost of a Texas Ladies Man, same thing. That was kind of a weird song, but it was fine. And so really, those were all right hits. And then they broke up, and they got back together. Then they broke up. Then they got back together, broke up. That kind of thing. I think she joined a band called Pretty and Twisted. Pretty sure. I forget who else was in there, but she did. She joined a band. She started a band called Pretty and Twisted. Anyway, Concrete Blonde is your band of the day on Wednesday. Your song of the day is not Joey, because everyone knows Joey, right? I mean, I'm going to put it underneath, but everyone knows that song. And so for me, it is Bloodletting, the Vampire song. That's my song of the day. We'll put these other under there. See if you think this kind of music holds up. Any fans out there? Anyone? Anyway, now that I can check this one off my list, we got more to come. Hey, we got some good stuff coming up tomorrow. I'm excited for tomorrow's band. It's going to be good. And Friday, Octane Friday, is a good one. It's a big anniversary on Friday for a big record that's turning 50. Yep, 50. And it's good. So stay tuned. Enjoy your Wednesday. As usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.